Earlier from games, Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and it's my pleasure to be standing with Ascaris. First things first, how are you doing today?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
I had a lot of celebrating last night, so a little sorer than one might expect, but good.
Okay, how late were you up?
Probably 3, 4.
Ooh.
Not too bad, you know.
Not too bad?
I've been up later in my life.
Well, you had good cause to celebrate. Tell us how it went.
Definitely, it was fantastic. Really great show. We packed out the New Blood stage. We looked up at the start, the intro plays, and we go, oh, hang on, that's a few more people than we anticipated. But it was good.
Even from the start? Because normally you kind of get like a...
Yeah, we were expecting maybe a few and maybe pull a few more in as we go, but right the way to the back from the word go.
Okay.
Yeah.
It stayed that way?
Stayed that way. It was a great show, really good show.
So you were able to take it in, because people often talk and they say they go up there for half an hour and doing a show and it goes so fast. They don't have that moment where you're able to stop and go, wow, we're here.
It really does. I mean, especially playing the kind of music we play where it's so fast and frenetic, and we're doing the vocals and playing the guitar. You got the riff, the vocals, you go there, you got the bass, you go back, and it's all kind of gone in 30 seconds. But there were a couple of moments you kind of stop and you take it in, and yeah, it was really incredible. Mostly to go, they're not pitting hard enough, work harder.
It went fast for you though, yeah?
It did, yeah. It went pretty damn fast.
Yeah?
The memories come back bit by bit, but yeah.
Okay,
it's
hopefully
all a blur in the moment, you know?
Hopefully some pictures and videos will turn up and out what you need.
Pictures, yeah.
Tell us about your journey here.
Well, it was a weird one. We've been playing the Metals of the Masses for a few years here and there, and then this year, obviously with COVID, of course, it all kind of got contracted from the usual heat setup to just an all-dayer, and then that got pushed back and cancelled, so I went to a judge's decision.
Yeah.
And luckily the judges just thought we were the right team for it.
Were you surprised?
Put us through. I mean, there was some really strong competition.
Yeah.
The Bristol Heat's got a really good scene around it, some really great up-and-coming bands, so I mean, I don't want to put us down by saying surprised, but it was a good feeling, and I knew there were other people that would have done an excellent job if they'd taken it instead, so it was a good feeling.
Okay, so you guys had the chance to do, did you have a chance to do any warm-up shows leading up to this?
No, we didn't. No, we've been in lockdown for about 18 months. Our drummer's just had a kid as well.
Ooh.
So we've kind of been very much settled down. We've been writing in the background. We've got an album out a couple of years back, so we're getting the follow-up material ready for that. But yeah, not really, no warm-up shows, just a couple of rehearsals and off we go.
But it went as well as you could possibly hope.
Realistic, yeah, dream come true.
So when you look around and you think, okay, well you've done Metals and Masters now, you're here in the New Blood, and many bands have done that, but they've also progressed upwards to the Sophie. I mean, many of them this very weekend to the Sophie stage, and even the bloody main. Is that kind of the ambition?
That's the goal.
Yeah.
To the main stage and beyond.
Yeah.
You can only go upwards. If you stop, you're dead. You can't stop.
Because we always talk about momentum as well, and Bloodstock's a good momentum boost.
It's great momentum, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got a couple of shows coming up. We're playing a live stream gig for the Griffin in Bristol. That's an old kind of haunt of ours.
That's awesome.
We've got that coming up at the end of the month. We're playing Solidnitis Festival, I hope I pronounced that right, in Plymouth. And we've got Badgerfest in October up in Manchester as well. So hopefully fit some touring in between there. We've got new material we're going to kind of drip feed out. So yeah, fingers crossed it takes hold enough upwards.
In the last 18 months, how have you guys been coping? How have you handled the pandemic time?
It's not been too bad for us. We're all quite well connected. We've been friends for a long time. We've played in lots of different bands over the scene anyway, so we've had each other's backs, if not in person, kind of over messenger, over phone calls, and we've all got a good kind of family setup where we are as well. So we've been okay. We've kind of got through it, focused on our work, focused on honing the new material. It's always tough because the way we write, we work better when we're in a room. So there's only so much you can do back and forth over email, and so you have to just get there and hash it out and find out what does and doesn't really fit together. But yeah, the last kind of 6 weeks of rehearsal, well, 4 weeks of rehearsal really, have really shown us that what we've got is shaping up nicely. We're looking forward to putting it out.
What's the most positive thing that you can think of over the 18 months in regards to Ascaris that you can point at and go, you know what, that at least was good?
It's having the time to really kind of dig into having the new material. It's where COVID slowed everything down, kind of locked everyone down. There was no pressure to get onto shows, there was no pressure to be chasing this up. We could just kind of take our time, breathe, take stock of where we were and what we wanted to do next, rather than just kind of running into the next thing to make sure we had the momentum. It kind of gave us that bit of a breath, and that was quite good to take stock. You know?
It's nice to hear that, because it's such a negative period that...
Yeah, it's a rough time, but you have to kind of find the silver linings in the clouds. You know, if you just sit there depressed, then you're not going to get anything.
No, of course. So when you stepped foot on this site this weekend, did you have a moment where you were like, oh my god, this is real?
I really did. I've been coming in for 10 years now. This is my 10th Bloodstock. And yeah, it was really surreal. We're camped up in the VIP area, like the artist bit. So I usually come in this way.
Oh yeah?
The festival's been balanced a whole different end for this year, so that's been quite surreal. But yeah, it's coming to Bloodstock's always like coming home. You know, you get here, you get through the gate, you just kind of, you get that first whiff of the portaloos and you go, there we go, here I am. But yeah, it was surreal, it was good.
What's been the best band you've seen this weekend?
I mean, there's been a lot of really good stuff on this weekend. Abduction on the New Blood stage was fantastic. I mean, Creator kind of take it for me so far.
They were very good.
Huge Creator fan. They really tore it up. They could have played maybe one more song from Enemy of God.
Well, you know, everyone's a critic.
Everyone's a critic. No, they smashed it, and they're creative. They were never going to do anything else.
Fair enough. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?
Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon and help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?